very good afternoon to you and welcome back to the Convention Centre here in sensational San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's the Samsung TV Men's Puerto Rico Open, and this should be a high-class affair between Chang from Chinese Taipei against Poland's Victor ZIELINSKI. Best of 3 sets, races to 4, winner breaks, no golden break, but early 10s do count. And if we do get to 3-3 in the deciding set, there will be a shootout. I'm Mark White, and making up the commentating combo is Tim de Ruyter. Good afternoon, Tim.
A very good afternoon to you too, Mark. And we should be in for a treat. I expect this to be a great match.
Two very, very high-class players. Tim, of course, Victor has won this. Well, he hasn't won this particular title, but he has won the Las Vegas Open. He's also won the Michigan as well, I think. So he's very, very used to this format. Chang hasn't actually ever won one of these particular format matches, so it should be a good one, right?
Yeah, like I said, I know Victor a little bit better than Chang, as I just played more often with Victor. But especially with this kind of format, with the winner breaks format, he can be very dangerous. Because if he can get off of a good start, it's really tough to stop him and to get a little bit momentum for Chang. So, yeah, I mean, both are great opponents. A world champion against a multi-international event winner. So, let's see what they can do on the table.
Yeah, and he does have a very, very good break as well. Well known for his 10-ball break. He is predominantly a 10-ball player, Chang Junlin. So here we go, the opening rack in this race to 4 in the first set. Made a ball, Tim. Made a couple of balls, and look at this one ball. Wow.
Well, that definitely dressed up nicely there. Wide open table. Maybe just to get on the 3 ball might be his biggest challenge in this rack.
He already played one match, Chang. He beat Timothy Fowler by 2-0 in the first match. Nice little shot there, Tim, using the 6 ball just to double kiss off of it. Played that beautifully.
Yeah, just to stay away from a full hit on the 6, he did draw his way out. Now let's see how he does get on the 3 ball. Key shot right here. A little bit more cut on the 3.
Yeah, didn't really take any risk there. Just left himself a slightly more difficult 3, but nice angle to come round 2 or 3 rails for the 4 into the same pocket.
Jacob Graves, please proceed to table number 3. Richard Jones, please proceed to table 11.
Well, if he can break like this, Tim, throughout this match, don't forget it's winner breaks in the individual set. Should he run this set? We haven't seen it very often. I think only 3 people have ever done it in the Pro Billiard Series. Actually, one from the start with a 4-pack. But Chang Junlin, very, very capable of doing it. And if he carries on breaking like that, Tim, he could very well be the 4th person to do that.
Well, starts with a great break around to start his campaign. Beautiful break,
Yeah,
clean run out, and Chang opens.
that is a warning there, isn't it, for Victor? But of course, Victor can't do anything about it. He's only lost the leg so far, but that could be enough to lose him this first set. You never know. You never know. But of course, it just takes one little bit of bad luck, Tim, doesn't it? If he carries on making balls, he might not always have a look at the the lowest ball on, so it's a long way to go yet.
Yeah,
Some big names.
we haven't really seen many big breaks, as in like a lot of balls going in, people running 3-4 packs. Like that just really doesn't happen so much in this format. So if I were Victor, I wouldn't be too worried about losing it the first game or two.
There as we pan up, both Predator players that we're looking at here. I'm going to look up the cues. What are you playing with these days, Tim? What are you breaking
Predator
with?
cues.
Yeah, but what?
BK
What are you
Rush.
breaking with? Good man.
Yeah. I think it's the best jump cue, but jump cue and break cue. But I think it also suits my style.
Will we see some pop? We did. There's a bit of pop there for Tim.
A little bit more cut on the break this time, on the right side instead of the left. So a visit for Victor at the table, but not much to do, not much to work with.
What are you going to do here, Tim? Are you going to push, or are you going to kick it, or has he got a piece of it? I can't really see. He might have a little piece of it, but what can he do with it?
Possibly he could kick over the short rail and kick the one just to the other side of the 6, just soft, but there is a big risk of selling out. It's a difficult position.
He doesn't want to scratch off the back of it either, does he, into the corner? So that's another thing to think about. So maybe just a little bit of a tap here. Chang coming to survey the situation. I don't think he's brought a cue with him, actually. He's just come for a little stroll. Look, he's left the jump shot. Gives it back. So we will see
just
that jump cue.
Just no natural shape. You'll have to go 4 rails around the table, find a gap in between the 5 and 8 to come out, and to get on the 2 ball. Or is he going to go 1 rail and then into the 2 ball and hopefully get something?
Well, it's a bit unlucky though over the 10, isn't it?
Jacob Graves, please proceed to table 3. Richard Jones, please proceed.
Yeah, and also even if he manages to cut this ball in, the cue ball might run to the bottom right side of the table and you might not even have a shot on the 3 after. Could play a containing safety, the 2 in between the rail and the 6. Or kick the 2 ball to the other side of the table. Yeah, I like how he's played that. Just so unlucky to catch the side pocket point. So another chance for Chang.
Yeah, former world 8-ball champion, Chang. And then there was that big gap, wasn't there, if you remember, before it was played again. And it was actually revived in this place right here in Puerto Rico. I think it was the year that Sanchez Ruiz won it, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
When he went on that rampage for a couple of seasons.
Okay, so let's see. Can he still go around the 9 to play the 5 in the same side pocket?
Just wondering, Tim, can he just catch the 5? Can he like do a soft draw into the 5 and hold for the 5? Was it too thin? Yeah, it's too thin.
Well, he could draw. He could draw into the 7 possibly, but oh, he tried. He was scared to hook himself there. He could have played it in between the 9 and the 10 and got 3 rails, but chose to stay away.
Looks like a movie star, doesn't he? Looks like Magnum PI. Tom Selleck refereeing.
Yeah, Chang, known for his big grind, especially mentally. Very difficult to play against. Beautiful shot there, making sure he has the correct angle on the 8 to drop back down for the 9. So can float this in. 9 and the 10 possibly in the same corner.
Good stuff here from the Taiwanese to double his lead. Halfway to the 4 he needs to take this opening set in the Samsung TV Plus Puerto Rico Open. Nicely done. Now we are in beautiful San Juan, and it is the capital as well as the most populous city of Puerto Rico with a population of 335,000. The name Puerto Rico, which means rich port, and it's derived from the abundant gold that the initial Spanish settlers found on the island. So that's why it's called San Juan. Puerto Rico, rich port. Who do you think discovered it then, Tim? Come on, let's have a little bit of a quiz while the referee's setting the balls up. Who do you think discovered Puerto Rico on November the 19th, 1493? Just
Christopher Columbus.
Great. I think he discovered everything, didn't he, that man? What a discoverer he was. It was. Go to the top of the class.
It's the only one that I could remember, so I'm glad.
Yeah. He discovered the island and San Juan Bautista, meaning St. John the Baptist, and he claimed it for Spain, but he never returned. We're returning now to this match, 2-0 up, looking to get on the hill, Chang Jun-Lin.
Made a ball. He's got a shot. It's a long one, but we will definitely see him take this on. Unless he feels the shape to the 3 ball is a little bit tough, but might be able to follow the cue ball into the 3 and have something after. And if you don't make it, the 6 and the 10 could be in between.
Oh, he's got away with this, Tim. Big time. So he's going one route. Oh no, he's called it in the side, I think. Maybe close to the 8, just as a precaution more than anything else. He's played that at a very nice pace, Tim.
Yeah, 9 ball in between. Beautiful stick. I think Chang can play a similar shot, but will be more difficult to get the 1 ball out. So if he can catch the 1 thin, bring the cue ball back up to where it is now. Possible cover with the 3 and the 5.
Was that Olivia Zalewska watching there? Watching her fellow
Yep.
countryman? She just played on this table before, lost out to Rublin Ahmet.
Oh, he's
Played
played
that
this
well,
so
Tim, didn't he?
well.
Oh, what a shot
Oh.
that is.
Listen, this is some advanced kicking he did there, because he kicked it more over to the left of the short rail and then spun the ball to make sure he was always going to hit a thin side, and the incoming angle would have been better. So that was a great kick shot there from Chang. Yeah, this was a tough shot for Victor. I like what he was trying to play there, but it was such a small window. So any difficulties on the table? The main thing he has to take care of is to have shape on the left side of the 6 ball. Like to be on the low side and not be on the high side if he wants to get up table for the 7.
Yeah, it only has this bottom right-hand corner, doesn't it? Well, it will have the top right hand as well when this 5 has gone. That's a backup, but he's got the perfect position on here, Tim, hasn't he? Just to draw off the side rail for the 6 into the same pocket.
Well, he's done a great job. And he's looking solid, really solid, from the start of the match. So,
Yeah, Victor not really done anything wrong. It's been top class stuff from this guy here.
well, just when we said that, he came up a little short on the 8, so we'll have to go 3 rails around the 10 ball to get where the cue ball is now.
I decided to take a longer 9 ball, so he must be feeling confident. This is more or less a straight in, can just draw straight back, get that Revo shaft through that cue ball and draw back for the 10 to get on the hill. And this is looking, well, it's frighteningly good, isn't it, from Chang Jun-Lin. Now we do have plenty of other games going on at the moment as well, guys, as this 10 ball goes in. Let's keep you up to date with what's going on around this convention centre. Albin Ocean is up against Jacob Dravers. Mika Eminen in action, and he started very well also. He's taken a 3-0 lead over Serafin Serrano. Luis Jimenez is all square with Jose Francisco Ortiz. Alex Kazakis lost out in the semi-finals with Kelly Fisher in the mixed doubles. Don't forget that mixed doubles final is coming up later today at 6:30 p.m. local time. Kazakis going well in that. He's 2-0 up against Tan. And Vitali Patsura, well, what a match this is as well, Tim, up against Joshua Filler. And it's Joshua Filler who's taken an early 2-0 lead in that one over the Ukrainian. Denis Grabet from Estonia is 2-1 up against Carlos Pedraza. Fedor Gorst 1-1 with Eric Gonzalez Velasquez. Martinez Cedino is all square with Edward Cardet and Aloysius Yap and Jesus Atencio. Well, they're playing a little bit later on today at 6:30, I believe. So you're up to date for now, guys. Chang Jung-Lin breaking. On the hill, Tim, cast your very, very knowledgeable eye across this table and the break. What do you see?
Well, again, he's made balls on the break, which I've seen quite some players so far struggling to make a ball on the break, so that's a huge thing. No shot on the 2-ball, but possibly can bank the 2-ball 2-3 rails near the 3 and the 5 on the right side and have cover. Plenty of
You can't
traffic
straighten
there.
this up into the side? You don't fancy playing it into the side, no?
Well, it's a little bit off angle. Like there is a bank, but the shape on the 3 could be difficult because it's not a straight stop shot. So that's why I would play it just past the side, bank it head on, send it over to the 8. Just like that.
That's why you're
He's
paid
hit
the
it
big
perfect.
bucks. That's why you're paid the big bucks. The only problem is, though, Tim, look, that's touching, so he can call the 8 here, can't he, and make the 8. It's guaranteed, really. It's a big ball.
Yeah, it's kind of sad for how well he's played it, that it turned out to be a deadlock on a combo. Like, if Victor hits the 2, it's like impossible not to make the 8. But could be a small opportunity to change the momentum this set.
Well, he only just made it. He caught it a little bit thin, didn't he, Tim?
Yeah.
Needs a bit of luck. Hasn't got it. It's a little bit awkward, this 2.
Well, and especially if he's going to spin the ball. Because I felt like the cloth is quite slidey still. I've seen quite some misses because of the spin.
Right in the centre. Chang Jung-Lin saw that coming the whole way. It was torture for him. He had to sit and watch it slowly roll towards the pocket. Good chance this for ZIELINSKI then to save one set point, so to speak.
Well, at least he has an opportunity to do something in this set, because so far Chang has been brilliant.
Well, it's only, Tim, that safety that he played on the 2-ball. Wanted it over near the 8-ball. A little bit unfortunate, you could say, to leave it as a dead straight combo, but he did, and that's why Victor ZIELINSKI is going to get his first rack on the board at 3-1.
Yeah, let's see if he can make a big run for it as well.
So I thought I'd have a little bit of fun with you, Tim. I know you're probably sitting there now grimacing, thinking, oh no, what's he got for me this time? What's he going to ask me? Well, I've been doing some research into billiard and pool world records. Now I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to see if you know what record these people set, okay? So a guy called Bence Kavari from Hungary holds the world record for doing what in pool and billiards?
Benz Cavari.
Yeah. from Hungary.
But is it
January
pool or is
January
it
the
billiards?
12th. It's neither really. It's just something that he did with a ball. I'll give you a clue. He did something with a ball. I'll give you a clue.
Is it the record of the longest spinning ball?
It is. It is. And
I
how
have to
long
go
do
to
you
the
reckon it
casino,
was?
have I?
How long did it? If you get this right, I'm going home. Well, I'm already home, so I can't. Come on, how long did he spin it for?
46.3.
47.13. Very, very close. Go to the top of the class, Tim de Ruyter. Got a few more of them coming throughout the week as well. So back to the action. Dry break, I believe, Tim. Chang Jung-lin back at the table.
Yeah, and it's an open layout. The only thing I would find quite awkward is while crossing over from the 1 to the 2, there is the chance of ending up straight on the 2, which is gonna make you shoot a long cut on the 3, and the 7 is not available to all pockets, so the 4 ball is not available to all pockets, excuse me. So he's probably, yeah, he was trying to push that 4 out, and he's hooked himself there.
Jump cue will be coming. Exactly what you said. That's where the trouble was. Okay, a little bit unfortunate to be hooked, but it was always a possibility. Now, can he reach this jump? Pretty tall guy. What are the chances of making this, Tim? What are the odds? Kind of 8 out of 10 for somebody like this?
Well, he is a little bit hampered though, tough to reach. So maybe 6 out of 10? Whoa,
Oh.
wow. What do you mean
Chang
6 out of 10?
Jung-lin.
That looked like a hanger.
Stop it. Wow. Jumping Jung. Tremendous shot. Even
Absolutely.
drew it back as well.
Yeah. Perfect shape on the 3, and now he did move that 4 ball over. So could play for the 5 in the left side pocket. Don't think there is a 5-10 combination to close out the set.
Clearly see it goes. So just a little soft draw.
Yeah, definitely in a great position. Should be the end of the set. With how great he's laying on the 6, natural shape to play the 7 in the same corner. Could play for 8-10 combination, could play for the 8 in the bottom left corner. The 9 and the 10 hanging over the side, so beautiful opportunity to get the Taiwanese on a win this opening set.
Yes, something on the cloth there. Look, what's happened on the cloth there? Maybe. Now, we did have a problem here once, I remember, with condensation dripping. Do you remember that, Tim? I believe you were there as well. But that was when we were on the top floor. We're on the ground floor this time. No problem.
Well, I do remember, but yeah, I actually did not see what he did to the cloth, so doesn't matter. He got the out.
Get the hairdryer out, and we're gonna nip out very, very shortly as well. In between sets, a convincing first set there for Chang Jung-lin. Leads the Pole ZIELINSKI by 1-0. Back with set number 2 very, very soon. welcome back everyone to this beautiful convention centre. As you see, our camera panning around this big venue. Also have the CSI Championships going on at the same time as well. So it will be ZIELINSKI to break off in set number 2 first. Remember, Chang started it, and now it's winner breaks in this set from now on. Made a ball in the side. Not sure he's got to look at the one. Oh, he didn't make a ball. Yeah, he did make a ball.
He did make one. Chang didn't see that, yeah.
Yeah, I wondered why he was getting out of his seat. I thought I saw one go in the side pocket. The 7, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, is facing a push out, and not a big fan of where he's looking at now from the short rail. Difficult to bring the cue ball back down unless he would play for a 1-5 combination or very conservative shot, also possible, but I would maybe consider pushing to the bottom long rail, second diamond. Let's see what he is looking at. Just think it's a very touchy shot to overcut the one and bring it back down table. Maybe with left spin or with some right spin, but the scratch is there with left spin.
Giving it back.
I gave it back. I'm not a big fan either.
He's done little wrong so far. Chang Junglin, real quality first set, wasn't it? From a very classy player. He's played this well, ZIELINSKI.
Yeah, excellent shot there. Now, does Chang still have a chunk of that one ball, or is he fully hooked? Well, I think he's fully hooked because he's kicking at this, called the left top corner pocket.
That's a really good shot that ZIELINSKI played there. And I was just wondering, Tim, as the pusher, so you've taken the push, you've obviously got that shot already in mind. Does that kind of make you more of a favourite to make it than the incoming player who's having to take it, maybe? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's for sure, because the other player has less time to figure one out. Victor has extra time after the break to think about the push out and the return. Now,
very good point.
If Chang was in his chair already thinking like, okay, if he pushes me there, I can do this, or if he pushes me, but still, the feeling for the table is tough to get from the chair, obviously. So there's a slight advantage, I would say. A little bit more angle on the 3 ball, so we'll have to go to the center of the table to play the 4. Has to get the speed right, is always very tricky. He's done that very beautifully.
Victor, one of the players that switched from wood to carbon quite some time ago now. Should be used to it, I would have thought, totally. just a question of finding a bit of form now in a tournament and getting that confidence back, because he's certainly one of the top players in with a chance of winning this. He's already won 3 of this type of format event, so it's a good chance maybe this can be his first one for a little while, Tim.
Yeah, definitely. He started playing pool at a very young age, has experienced many tournaments, big events, and amazing results already in his young career. So, in his case, you could say the sky's the limit.
Yeah, he's won several Euro Tours, of course. He's won the US Open 8-Ball Championship as well in 2024, the McDermott Classic. So it looks like he's getting a little bit of form back, the 23-year-old.
Yeah, clean run out there.
Perfect start. And making a perfect start also, Mika Immonen has taken the opening set in his match. So has Alex Kazakis. Vitali Patsura has lost the first set to Josh Filler, and Josh Filler's won up in the second set. Dennis Grabe from Estonia has taken the first set also. He's won up in the second. Fedor Gorst is level at 2-2. Actually, he's just gone 3-2 behind in the opening set to Puerto Rican Eric Gonzalo Velasquez. So maybe a little bit of a shock on the cards there. Long way to go yet, though. Of course, we know Gorst is never down and out. Later on today, also 3:30, Carlo Biardo will be playing Joshua Filler in the Challenge of Champions at 9-ball, and Fedor Gorst will play the winner of that tomorrow morning. So plenty of pool going on here, Tim, this week.
Yeah, some great matches. Yesterday I already started to do the commentary on the Challenge of Champions 8-ball. I loved it. Definitely had a good time, so looking forward to all the other matches actually. And if you look at this break, quite unfortunate. Made 2 balls on the break, and the 8 got in between, the 2 got on the short rail, and he's queuing over the 3 ball. So one thing is for sure, he will have to play a push out.
Maybe tie the 3 up
Where-
and the 4.
Possibly. Has not managed to do that, but also he was probably a little bit afraid of putting the 3 and the 10 into a locked up position to where it will be a quick win.
Yeah, early 10s do count in this format, not on the break. There's no golden break, but there is early 10s. Doesn't like it again, Tim. He's giving it back. So what's he had in mind this time, Victor? Already played a great push out in the last rack.
Can he cut the 2 ball in, spin the ball in, or yeah, what else do you have? Go over the.
He's
No,
going.
I think he's gonna play the cut. No. He's not gonna like what's coming next. Because I believe Chang can bank this ball 2 rails, and the cue ball could be close to the 5.
Would you not slice it and go cue ball behind the 8 maybe? Wow.
Okay, he
Maybe
held
not.
this conservative too.
Yeah, I thought he might have played that with a little bit of right-hand spin there, Tim, to get the cue ball over behind the 8. But he didn't, just conservative, as you said. Conservative Chang. And ZIELINSKI.
This is a good shot. Just because most of the players would move the 5 ball out a little bit, and that would give Chang a great opportunity to play a good safety. So it's very important to keep that 5 ball as close as possible to that 2.
If you just tuned in, we could easily be playing 8 ball, couldn't we? The way this safety battle's been going on, I think it might be coming to an end pretty soon though. Good chance here for ZIELINSKI to hook in behind the 5 and the 8.
Oh, he
Short
understruck
pace.
that.
Wow, what a mistake in rack number 2 in the second set. ZIELINSKI leads 1-0, remember.
Don't think that cue ball, no, did not run far enough. We'll have to bump the 4. I think the 4 will stay near the 10 as it's gonna run into the 10 ball. So just small draw into the left long rail. Not even into the left long rail.
Beautifully controlled that was, wasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, for the viewers at home, currently the score not being updated. It is 1-0 Victor ZIELINSKI. Possibly 1 each with this opportunity. Chang looking very solid. Long time since I've seen him play this good, I feel like.
You always think he's going to play well because he always looks so solid, but the results just haven't been coming recently. But I mean, when he's in this kind of form, he looks unbeatable, doesn't he? A real pro's pro, this guy.
Yeah, nice stroke on the 8. Prime shape on the 9. Looking at 1 each.
Yeah, nicely done. And it goes 1-1. It is. Now, he has had a little bit of a success in 2024. Won the Formosa Cup, the Asian Pool Championships. And don't forget, he also won the mixed doubles with Chao in Las Vegas, didn't he? Early on in the year in February. But they beat Kelly Fisher and Alex Kazakis in that final in Vegas, but then lost to them in the semi-finals here in Puerto Rico. And that doubles will be coming up later, the final, at 6:30 p.m. You don't want to miss that. It's Wei Chu Chen and Vitaly Patsura up against Han Yu and Wu Kun Lin. That's on this table, 6:30 tonight, and I'll be in the booth for that one with Eric Horlofson. Yeah, Vitaly in a little bit of trouble against Josh Filler. He lost the first set and he's 2-0 down in the second set, the man from the Ukraine. Chang Junglin breaking off, trying to take the initiative in a 2-1 lead with this 1-1 at the moment. Disappointment on the face. What's he done, Tim? 2-ball, a little bit tricky though, but he does have an angle on this one, Tim.
Yeah, could try to play shape in between the 4 and the 5. If you run a little bit too far, you can bank the 2-ball. If you get ideal, I believe you can still cut the 2 in the side.
He's going to have to bank it if he's going aggressive.
Well, it's either that or you can run the cue ball 2 rails. Yeah, right there to get behind the 3-ball. He's playing safe. It's too speedy.
This looks pretty good. Oh.
Yeah, put a little bit too much space on there to stick the cue ball, but still a fortunate bump. Nice bump, good cue ball. The jump cue is out. Don't think there's any kick available. None of the usual suspects. Yeah, so he's tying up the 3-6. I don't mind this.
So there may be some viewers new to rotation pool. You are allowed to play a deliberate foul, and look at this, ZIELINSKI's going for an early 10 here. Well, this is of course because Chang Junglin has just tied the 3 up, but he's so close to this 2-ball, very, very difficult. He's got to mind he doesn't double hit it as well. Or is he just going for the 2, Tim? What's he playing here? Looked like he was aiming for the 10 at first.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that 2-ball. I'm just not sure why you would play this. Like, he could have been patient and play good 3 fouls. Like, the layout of the table is not too bad. There's a cam on the 10 here. And possibly could play this with safety in mind too.
So an early win, maybe, and in it goes, no problem. So a little bit of a tactical error there, I think you'd call it, Tim, from ZIELINSKI.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised because I know ZIELINSKI is a quite aggressive player. Like, he likes to keep going, keep stroking, keep attacking. But yeah, this was maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, maybe just trying to force it. Knew the 3 was tied up, but he could have played a nice safety himself as well there, Tim. Ball in hand, could have gone for a similar shot behind the 3 like Chang did. Must say, it's the kind of combo you might see down your local club on a Saturday night competition. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it didn't feel like this was the right moment to do.
Anyway, it's done and dusted. So looking to get on the hill. Two ball down. Look at the 1 ball. This is looking very good. And look at this, Tim. He's got to carry him into the 5 ball here to get on the 3. This is a lovely layout. What do you think?
Yeah, this is, as long as he catches it, the 5 full, he's on the 3, and everything else is open.
Mika Immonen also on the hill in his match over Serafin Kosmet on the first set and is 3-1 up in the second. That's beautiful. Good speed, Tim.
Yeah, just needs to make sure he stuns the cue ball far enough off the rail. Don't think he can draw the cue ball as he might scratch in the side.
Easy enough. He seems pretty confident about it, strolling around the table for the 5, so he's on this. An excellent chance to take him to the hill.
Let's see, we'll have to draw the cue ball into the rail and out. Be careful for that 8 ball.
That's just a little bit like one of the shots I commentated at the weekend, Tim, on the National American Championships of Artistic Pool, and they have one discipline called the circular draw, and it's a little bit similar to the shot Chang Junlin just played there. Just reminded me of it. Now, would you go into the 10 here, or we just leave it alone?
Yeah, could play that. I mean, it's all right where it's at right now, but I don't think it could hurt you a lot to play the bump on the 10. He didn't do it, so I guess it should be fine. This is to get on the hill already. Double hill.
He's finished a little bit short on this though. It's a little bit of a stretch. Going to have to get the extension on the back of the cue for this one. What's he put on there, Tim? Is that 6 inches, 8 inches? What extensions he put on the back there?
I believe that's 8.
20 centimeters in your
Well, nice and straight.
language. Super impressed with Chang Junlin. I tell you, he could be one to beat if he carries on playing like this. Really could. Dennis Grabet has gone through 2-0. Fedor Gorst has lost the first set against Edward Cardet from Puerto Rico. Now I'm betting there's a big crowd around that table. You know what happens when a Puerto Rican's playing? I don't know if you saw the Scotch doubles, Tim, with Sophia Mast and Alan Roland when they were up against the fillers. There was such a great atmosphere in the arena for that one. Packed, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they were rooting for their countrymen. Yeah, I feel of course it's quite early in Puerto Rico now, and it's a Monday, so things could be maybe... Oh, is it Monday? No, it's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday, Tim. Hopefully it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday where I am.
Yeah, I got a little bit confused. I'm more saying people are working, so probably around the evening they will show up again, because we actually always have had big crowds in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I actually miss going to that venue. Just so you know, guys, if Tim and I occasionally might talk over each other, it's because we're in different countries. We're not in Puerto Rico. Tim is in the Netherlands, they're in Holland, I'm in Thailand, so the technology is being stretched to its limits, as is ZIELINSKI at the moment. Chang in breaking on the hill. 2 balls in the side, make that 3 with the cue ball. How unlucky is that?
Well, that could be a big turnaround. Like I mentioned in the first set, it's like Victor is not shy to attack, and in this case, it's like last call anyways for him. So he's gonna lay himself nice on the 3 to bump a piece of the 10 and draw the cue ball over to the center of the table.
He may even catch a piece of the 6, Tim. Yeah, just like that, even better. I think he made 4 balls on the break there, didn't he?
So
Chang
it did a
then
little bit straight on
5.
here.
5 if you include the white.
But excellent cue ball there to go forward 2 rails.
Just a little bit straight on this, I think. He's just going to have to take his medicine, I think, here. Just hold the cue ball. Has he just got a slight angle? Can he get closer to the 6, Tim, or is he okay where he is?
No, he is playing draw, so he stopped the cue ball. Could play a stop shot on the 6 to take a longer 8 to the top left. Could also choose to draw the cue ball here. Or go forward, actually, top spin, top left. To play the 8 in the side.
Mind that cue ball. Well. That's where we started off this rack, with the cue ball in the side pocket. Not this time, though. So this time, just had to make 6 balls to take the 5th rack, and he reduces the gap to 3-2, and will be breaking in the next. So on March the 2nd, Tim, here comes a little bit of history for you. March the 2nd, 1917, the United States granted Puerto Ricans US statutory citizenship, so they don't need a passport to travel to the States. And Puerto Rico is actually roughly the size of Connecticut, but it is one of the most densely populated islands in the world. There's 4,000, listen to this is unbelievable, 4,300 vehicles per paved mile. San Juan by far has the highest density of vehicles on the road of any country in the world. So if you're going around town, get yourself a bike. You don't want to be going in a car. Victor trying to tie it up at 3-3. Wow, he really gave that some power, Tim. It's a good break. Look at this. Everything in the open. He's on the 3. He's going for the world record. It's got to spin for 47.13 seconds, though, if you're going to beat that, Victor.
Yeah, just gotta make sure he goes 2 rails to the center of the table. If he runs a little bit too far, he has the 4 in the side. But close to straight on the 4, that would be ideal.
I think these are breaking by far the best out of any of the players that I've seen so far, Tim, on these tables. Oh, the 6 is in as well.
Yeah, he did catch the 6.
A swig of water for Chang Lin. He's getting ready to come back to the table, because unless Victor ZIELINSKI comes up with a miracle shot here, he's getting the jump cue out. It does go into this bottom right hand corner. He has to watch the cue ball. He's a tall guy, Victor. Great effort.
Well, he's going to be in
Just
trouble very soon. Could cut the 4-ball to the top short rail. Could also bank it 2 rails to the top short rail. Just depending on what he wants to do with the cue ball.
Well, I don't think he's got the hook, has he? I think he may have left the left-hand edge of this. He's got to be careful, though, Tim, of the scratch. He doesn't catch it too thick.
Well, he's gonna... I would expect him to get the jump cue out. No. He did see something else, but... how much of that 4 can he work with?
Well, it's okay, but it's not great. Josh Villa has beaten Vitali Patsura by 2-0, so he's nicely warmed up for his match at 3:30 today, up against Carlo Biardo in the Challenger Champions in the 9-ball division. You may have saw, oh, what a shot he's played there. Unlucky on the cue ball. Do you just stroke this in dead weight, or do you go safety, Tim?
Well, I probably would consider a safety, but he just made a long, tough shot, so he might try again. He did.
Oh, what a stroke.
So solid.
What a stroke. He loves the cushion, though, doesn't he? He's put himself on it again.
Yeah. Well, and knowing that he will have to shoot a long 7 right after.
Eager look around the corner from the pole. Oh, that's 3 in a row from Chang Lin. Absolutely brilliant cueing. How good is that, Tim?
Oh, that's some huge shot making right there. Now he got straight on the 8, so can maybe cheat the cue ball over a little bit. But we'll have to play more cut on the 9. This is the best he could have done, but he's only 2 balls away.
Yeah, it looks like a very convincing win. I mean, it was the first set, wasn't it, that done the damage. He just started off so well. That would frighten anyone. Yeah, and it's all over. Victor is going to have to come through the scenic route on the 1-loss side. Chang Lin, you have to say, has thoroughly deserved this 2 straight sets win over Victor ZIELINSKI. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. Thank you, Tim de Ruyter, and myself, Mark White. We'll be back with more action from the convention centre here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, very, very soon. We'll see you later. Ta-da.
See ya.